I'm LeAnn Pierce. I'm a candidate for New Hanover County Commissioner. And the first thing you need to know about me is I'm a small business owner. I've owned a hotel in Carolina Beach for the last 27 years, and I understand what small business means to New Hanover County. I've been elected for 8 years in Carolina Beach. I served 6 years on our Carolina Beach Town Council, and the last 2 years as the mayor of Carolina Beach. I did not run for re-election. Instead, I decided to file for county in December. I think having been a mayor in New Hanover County, I bring a unique set of skills to the commission. I understand the complicated coastal issues. I've served on the Wilmington Metropolitan Planning Organization. I've served on the TDA, Tourism Development Authority. I've built the relationships and the networks that it takes to be successful as a county commissioner. And I'll bring those experiences and that same energy and enthusiasm to work for the citizens of New Hanover County. Thank you. You know, as I travel around New Hanover County and talking to the citizens, growth and development is one of their #1 concerns. We're a very desirable county for people to relocate and move to. That's why we all came here. I've talked to several of you today who just moved here in the last few years. So we're going to grow. So the question is, how do we want to grow? How do we grow responsibly and smart? I think we can do that. We all know there's a housing shortage in New Hanover County, so we have to continue looking at diverse ways to develop our county. But I think the #1 issue for our county commissioners to focus on is the infrastructure. Do we have the infrastructure to support a project? Typically, the traffic is what I hear the people are most complaining about. So I think that if we get a handle on some of the traffic issues, that will help with our growth. I think that if you don't grow, you die. So we are going to grow. We have to do that smartly. I think we can balance that with open space. We can balance that with trails and connectivity. As you saw yesterday on the news, just Little Carolina Beach preserved 300 acres of open space in a growing island. If we can do that there, we can do it in the county. Well, of course, affordable housing is a hot button issue, and it goes back to the supply and demand. There's more demand than there is supply in New Hanover County. So I think we're going to have to look at partnering with our private-public partnerships. We've done some incentivizing, as Rob mentioned. I think that's particularly for tax credit or bonded housing, but we have to look at more diverse housing options in New Hanover County. I think that it's a very serious problem, and we're going to have to look at bringing more jobs to New Hanover County that pay our citizens a higher living wage so that they can afford to live in this county. We can't say that we don't want to grow or bring any economic development here and then say the rents are too high. So, you know, to bring the rents down, you have to have more supply. So I'm open to hearing solutions from our partners and our committees and the people who know more about that than I do. But I will say with some of the COVID relief funds, I don't know how I feel about, you know, continuing to hire the departments in that housing development that we can't sustain after a few years. So I'm looking forward to hearing solutions. Yes, as a small business owner, economic development is essential for a thriving community. I think we need to continue to partner with our business development partnerships, which would be like WBD and our Chamber of Commerce and Cape Fear Community College. We have to continue to bring good jobs to New Hanover County, such as like Live Oak or has done in Encino. They've brought economy to New Hanover County. We need to continue to do that. Our county commissioners need to focus on the infrastructure needed, and I'm excited to develop the northern part of the county in a smart way. And I think that's going to be one of the top issues moving forward in New Hanover County for our county commissioners. So I think that the county's done a great job of attracting businesses to New Hanover County. I think that we need to attract businesses that pay our citizens a higher living wage. We need to look at developing our Cape Fear Community College, our nursing program. We need to look at our trades, as has already been mentioned. I think that our Wilmington Business Development has done a great job of bringing economic development to New Hanover County. I think we need to support organizations like Genesis Block that gives entrepreneurs an opportunity to get started and get on their feet and learn small business. I think we need to continue to support small business in New Hanover County. That is the backbone of our county and the backbone of our country. And it's so important that we continue on that path. And I think that we need to continue to be partners with our current partnerships and with our chamber and encourage business in New Hanover County.
Thanks, Vicki. LeAnn, you get to round out this question.
One thing you'll find out about me very quickly is I don't like to spend money unless we have to. Just because we have it doesn't mean we have to spend it. It can stay in our reserves until it's needed for something special, and that's why it's a majority vote to spend that money. I do think that school safety is important, and I think the safety of our children is one of the most important things that we can ever do. However, I am very cautious, again, to fund positions that will go away in a few years when we don't have any funding, and that's just another tax burden on our citizens. I believe that we need to look at our community college and expand that nursing program so that we can put out more nurses to go work in the hospital where we got that money originally. That is the problem at Novant. We have a staffing shortage, a nursing shortage. And I think that's very important that we put out more nurses for our community college. I think that is something that I could look at that money for. I think that it's very important that we are conservative with that money and not just spend it because it's there. You know, there is great division in our country. There's great division in the world right now. And I'm a consensus builder. I want to build strong communication with the city of Wilmington, with our 3 beach towns, and with our Board of Education, so that we can all come together and play on the same team for the betterment of New Hanover County citizens. You'll find out I'm a straight shooter, and I'm going to call it like I see it. And I don't care if you're Republican or you're Democrat or you're unaffiliated. When we become elected officials, our job is to represent the citizens and work together to find solutions for the issues that are affecting our citizens. And I'm committed to that type of leadership if elected in New Hanover County.